Ladies and gentlemen, now today I'm proper chuffed. I'm in a great mood because Clownman Kellak and the Jericho RNG Crit Fiesta is finally over. By far, at least in my opinion, the worst Knighthood boss. It was just such a slog every single week, and Jericho just never crit. But best boy Einek is back at it again, and this Knighthood boss is just so simple. He's like really easy and quick to do in order to get the milestones. And you know, if you do want to be a super sweaty whale, there is a little bit of additional depth for that as well. So the bulk of the score on this boss is based off the remaining hit points that you have as soon as you kill him. So basically you need a character on whatever team you decide to run that buffs up that appropriate class by 30%. So in this case we got Jillian, so she buffs up all of the green characters' health by 30% there, making everybody very bulky in terms of the hit points. And ideally for max score you want 8 UR health sets, but obviously like, you know, most people don't have access to 8 UR health sets. However, on the free-to-play account, I'll show you what I'm using because we are going to be running this on the free-to-play today. Just as much health as you possibly can get on all of the characters, but on Escanor you ideally want as much damage as possible as well. So yeah, we got a pretty decent health set on what is it, Liz here, some pretty good rolls on most of the stuff. On, what is it, Jillian, I do have Lilia's health set, and we do have a few UR pieces, but they're not engraved to Jillian, so she's not getting the actual benefit. However, my Lilia health set is maybe a little bit slacking, man. Some of these rolls are a little bit embarrassing. We do need to, what is it, go back and redo those at some point for sure. But yeah, I got Pierce pieces. To be honest, Jillian, like, doesn't really matter too much. Again, you just want the max health there. On Merlin, again, my free-to-play gear is like very messy for the most part. We do have Blue Demon Meliodas' Pierce set. Again, this really isn't good for Merlin. Ideally, if we had good attack pieces to sub in there, we totally would. But unfortunately, we do not. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. But we are on a free-to-play budget, free-to-play lifestyle here. And on Escanor, we got the big boy UR set. So pretty much on my free-to-play account, I've put the majority of my high-end resources into making a sick kit for Escanor, because yeah, he's just beastin', man. And if you don't have green Escanor, you can buy him on the Hawk Pass at the moment for only $8. You get like the selector, and then you can pick him and get all the additional perks as well. So yeah, if you're a little bit of a dolphin, you don't have green Escanor, man, you definitely want to pick up that Hawk Pass. But yeah, on top of this as well, also got some minimal gear sets on the associations as well, just to kind of increase the hit points a little bit further. And all of the association characters are 6/6 as well. But again, the core of getting a good score on this Knighthood boss is having the most hit points that you possibly can. So yeah, let's go over the normal and hard strategies if you do have Escanor. And if you don't have Escanor, you can bring in what is it, green Liz Hawk, but then you can't bring in green healer Liz. And for the first two difficulties, that can work really well with Merlin still, because you know, on the second turn you can still rush ultimate just by moving cards around, because you start with like 1 ult gauge and you have 4 turns. So what we're going to do here with Escanor, as you're going to see, is we're just going to move around this card twice as soon as it lets us. So move around Cruel Sun, and then we're going to fire off the Slam. We're going to fire off Cruel Sun, because he does have a shield that you want to break through. And then Cruel Sun after, in order to apply the, what is it, damage increase to make the ultimate hit a little bit harder. And then he's going to have 3 attack moves. Again, depending on your RNG and gear, it can be better on the easiest difficulty to run green Liz Hawk in comparison to healer Liz, just because she increases like health related stats by 10% for all allies. So yeah, she can be really good here, but we're just going to get topped up. We're going to go for a drain for additional points, then remove the buff, and I think, yeah, just chuck off the ultimate. I think the drain gives like a few additional points on these bosses. So yeah, it's just a way to get a bit more. There we go, apply effect dissolve. And we're pretty good to go. So as we are going to see on the scoring as well. Oh, sorry, I just switched over accounts. So I had like full ult scenes enabled there, but we'll disable it at the start of the next fight as well. But yeah, normal, like really straightforward and easy. And again, the bulk of the score, if we have a look at the big majority of it, is all to do with the remaining hit points and also the combat class as well. So yeah, still exactly the same scoring system as the previous time, but yeah, just a super quick and easy way to get 1,200 points there. And it looks like that takes us, like, through most of the milestones already. But I think if we do that for hard as well, and then see if we can, claim every single milestone there, we should be able to after doing hard. But yeah, hard is a bit of a similar story. Depends on the damage you take, but hard does have a fair bit more damage in comparison to normal. So this is where Healer Liz, I think for the majority of players, is going to be better to bring in comparison to, Green SR Lizhawk. And Lizhawk, if you're a bit new to the lingo, is abbreviation for the character combination of Green Liz and Hawk. It's a SR character there. Okay, so we're just going to go for the same strategy. We want to just move around the Escanor cards. I want to slam in and go for the Cruel Sun there. Hopefully this is just about enough to break the shield. Oh yeah, it's plenty. I remember even doing this before I had, like, Escanor's UR set. But now we have his UR set. It's just a bit mad. But yeah, to be honest, I could probably use Lizhawk here, man. And get even more points in comparison on my free-to-play. Like looking at this. Because yeah, you don't take the damage from corrosion until the second turn. But here we can just get topped up, go for the double drain, and let's go for Escanor's ulti. But yeah, dude, I have missed this boss, man, so much. I love it. It's so quick. It's so easy. Literally takes me like, you know, if I'm speedrunning this, like 3 to 5 minutes to get like all the milestones I need on my free-to-play. So it's a very, very good time. But yeah, Green Escanor, man, just an absolute beast for this. 1,800 points straight in the bag there. So you can see if you do have the right characters, and it's mainly mainly Escanor there and some half decent gear. This is just an absolutely fantastic guild boss to very quickly pick up all of the milestone rewards in comparison. So I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah, they only go up to 2,200 on global at the moment. Because I think JP goes up to like 6,000 now in terms of the milestone rewards. So I think they are going to buff them hopefully at some point in the near future as well. Hopefully with an update that comes in the next like 2 to 3 weeks. Because I think they had like, it was 3k for a while. I think they've only very recently, with the Super Awakening introductions to guild rewards, added in the 6k milestone. But yeah, let's go for the hardest difficulty now. And this is, I think, ideally, unless you got really, really sick gear, where you want the healer lows. It's been a while since I've done this one, so I think we just like nuke him with the Escanor cards here. I don't think we want to rush ult immediately, because the bulk of this man's damage is actually in the second phase. So I think here as well, I'll dump the Liz cards for now. I think I'm going to use this Liz card and then move this one around here. It has been a while since I played this LAN on my free-to-play account, so I don't remember exactly what I was going for, but I think on my free-to-play it was just like always finish the fight as quickly as we can, have max hit points. I think if we try and rush Merlin's ult here as well, might be enough to push this first phase, but Merlin doesn't have like a great attack set as well, so we might need a few more Escanor cards in order to do that. I like the merger there, and let's go for 2 Jillian cards, I think. Because yeah, we don't need to use like Liz's ultimate just yet. There's not really any need to. But if we can go into that final phase and have like an Escanor ult prepped, we've been a little bit unlucky in terms of some of the Escanor draw, because he's kind of the main character to get through this phase here. But yeah, let's go for Merlin's ulti, and then let's go for the heal, and I think chuck off this and the shield. Heal's a bit wasted, but it cycles all of the ult gauge nicely. We could just use Escanor's ult here. I should have probably gone for it a bit earlier if we wanted to use it. I guess it doesn't matter too much. She gets Merlin's not too far off another ult, in all fairness. We got a lot of Liz cards as well moving into the final phase, which is nice. Because it's kind of like he's the, the normal boss on this difficulty. Which I think we'll go for the... How much does he have left? Don't want to rush Lizazol, or do we want to go for Merlins? I think we want to go for Liz's here. So yeah, let's go for that. That should be enough damage to push phase. Let's see how it works out. Yeah, he's kind of like the normal Knighthood boss in first phase, and then when it comes to the second phase, he's like the hard version. So second phase, he's just like spamming corrosion for days. But again, you can remove corrosion via using a silver heal on Liz. Right, let's check how many hit points he's got. Ooh, a fair amount there, man. Fair amount. I think we start cycling. And then do we want to go for the damage if we can? It's not the worst play. I remember always being quite indecisive about what to use on this boss. Okay, not too bad. I think I should have ordered those a little bit differently, so we got the value from Merlin's Drain at the end. Right, so I think here, let's go for this. Use Merlin's ulti, fire this off, and then I think... Do we just want to go for a Merlin's shield? Actually, I don't need to use a heal just yet. There's not too much benefit in all fairness, so I think we just use this and save the heal cards. Because again, the biggest thing is we just want to end this fight with like full health. Whereas if I use a Merlin cube here, that's going to absorb all the corrosion damage. Oh, that's a nice merger on Escanor, man. I'm very happy to see that. Can we break the shield and drain here? I think just about. If I then have like double ult, yeah, it should be enough. I think I've got enough with that gold heal as well to get everybody topped up. Okay, that's a nice drain. I remember this Extreme always used to be a massive struggle, a bit more of a struggle on the free-to-play. Okay, awesome. So I think if we just go for all the ults now, that should get everybody pretty much fully topped up. And then we'll go for this, this, and this, just to make sure we get the max points off using every single ult. So yeah, everybody's pretty much full apart from Jillian. Jillian might get a little bit closer with a bit of lifesteal. Hey, there we go. Oh, mate, that is just magical, boys. Magical. I might have made a few misplays on that, but there we go. 2,600 there. So yeah, I love this Knighthood boss, man. He's just like super straightforward, really quick and easy to do. So yeah, hopefully today you did enjoy today's quick and easy Einek runs on the Knighthood boss. And if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But best of luck to all of you on the returning Best Boy Knighthood boss. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.